What's going on, everybody? So I'm just letting this basically fill up. We're starting at 7. Some of you in here, I'm just going to let everybody file in. But I was wondering, I just want to do a little bit of a mic check. If you guys can let me know if you can hear me loud and clear, if I'm not quiet, if I am quiet, or if you can't hear me at all, just let me know. That way I can make sure that my audio is working properly for this webinar. Wonderful. Awesome. All right, so I'm going to let people keep filing in. We're going to start at 7 on the dot. So for those of you who are already in here, I'm glad you're early. Make sure y'all got a pencil, a notepad, a pen and paper, and you guys are ready to take some notes and ready to move quick because there are no recordings of this webinar. This is a one-time type thing where it's going to be live, you guys and me. I'm going to take you guys through this presentation that I have. I'm going to teach you guys how to get pool ready in 30 days. And then I'm also going to do a short Q&A at the end, just so you guys can ask me a couple of questions. So stay tuned, guys, and I'll be talking to you guys in a second. Hey, I see a couple of you guys saying, well, first off, I see a couple of you guys asking what I mean by 7. I am on the West Coast. I'm in LA. Shout out to my Californians. So basically, this is probably 10 p.m. for you guys on the East Coast, but it's 7 p.m. for me here. Also, there's people saying that you can't hear anything. I'm waiting until 7 to actually start the webinar. I just did a little mic check, wanted to make sure so you guys should technically not be hearing anything so don't worry about the audio. The audio is working. I made sure of that just a second ago. So if you guys don't hear anything, it's just me waiting for 7 o'clock to roll around so people can file in. We don't even have close to everybody who registered yet. But we're going to start at 7 p.m. regardless. I guess I can just keep talking to you guys. Where y'all from? Where is everybody from? And I know the responses are quite a bit delayed. Oh, there we go. Georgia, Wisconsin, New York, Arizona, San Francisco, Barbados, LA, shout out to LA, Missouri, New Jersey, St. Louis, Maryland, Canada, Denver, Dubai, Australia. Damn, people from all over, New York, Philly, DC, Arizona, sweet home Alabama, Wisconsin, Rhode Island, New Jersey, Toronto, Virginia, San Diego, Canada, Australia, Pittsburgh, New York, Chi-Town, Wyoming. People from all over. I like that. What up, Damien? Got 2 more minutes and we're getting this started. Damn, Dayton, Ohio. Jeremy, that's where I grew up. Hell yeah, people from all over in this. I like that. Just gonna keep letting people file in. 2 more minutes and we're gonna get started. I hope you guys are excited for this. I'm gonna be giving you guys some stuff that you guys can start using today. It's gonna not only teach you what to do, but I'm also gonna talk about why you guys probably haven't been able to get in shape before, or why you haven't been able to get pool ready. Went to school at UD, Anthony. Dayton, that's supposed to place my heart. My older sister went to UD, and my mother went to UD, so that's badass. 1 more minute. We're going to get started, guys. Oh, yeah. Fuck Mike. Juan, that made me laugh. How was Coachella? Coachella was fun. I'm pretty dead. I'm pretty beat. I'm ready to get back to my normal schedule, get back to the grind. It was good to let loose a little bit and all, but it also makes you realize that getting messed up a bunch and partying is not always fun, especially when it's 3 days in a row. All right. So we got some people in here. Still not quite as many as who signed up, but that's all right. I ain't going to keep you guys waiting any longer. So let's turn this. So guys, I'm just going to warn y'all right now. This is only my second webinar ever, and this is my only second time using this software that we are actually doing this webinar on. So if I run into some technical difficulties, I apologize ahead of time. Last time I did a little bit, but I figured out. So I'm just going to throw that out there now. So let's throw this on. Started. I just want to clear up a few things real quick. So I'm going to turn this. So I'm going to be going through some stuff that I have laid out for you guys. I'm going to teach you guys some new stuff that you guys can learn today, or you start using today. And then I'm going to be doing a Q&A at the end. So, and I'm not going to be able to see your guys' comments. I'm not going to be able to respond to your comments. I'm literally not going to be seeing what you guys are typing until the end. So I want you guys to save your questions, anything you want me to maybe rehash, or maybe you have other questions. I'm going to do a short Q&A at the end. So any questions you guys have along the way, just write them down. And then at the end, I'm going to answer them. Because I won't be able to basically read what you guys are writing. And for right now, Juan, he said his webinar going to be available to watch later for anyone who's logged on. No, this is live, and this is only live. There's not going to be anything audio, no video. Yeah, I know there's no video. There's no video yet, guys. Nothing is on video. You guys can't hear me? Can't hear me. Can you hear me now? All right. My bad about that. All right. All right, so let's get started on this, guys. Like I said, I'm not going to be able to read your guys' comments until the end. Basically, I'm going to be having what you guys see as the only thing that I can see on my screen. So save your guys' questions until the end, and I'm going to do a short Q&A where I can basically go over maybe something that you guys missed. But like I said, guys, you need to have a pen and paper ready. I want you guys to be paying attention. I don't want you guys having any distractions. I want you guys to make sure that the whatever maybe household duties you got going on around you, maybe pets or anything, make sure you guys have no distractions and you are basically taking notes when you hear something that you're not going to remember. I'm going to be going through some equations and formulas that you guys need to write down. So write them down fast, stay efficient through this. I'm going to be moving not too quickly, but I'm going to try to move through these quickly. That way this can basically just not take up all night for you guys. I know it's late for some of you, and I know it's really early for some of you. So some of you are wanting to get your day started. Some of you are probably wanting to get to bed. So let's just keep this short, sweet, to the point, and let's get you guys some valuable content that you can start using today. So I'm going to turn my screen share on. I'm going to move this over here. X out of that, X out of that, X out of that. Hang on, guys. Like I said, sorry if we experience some technical difficulties. It might happen. Trying to get this so that it's as easy as possible for you guys to see. Okay. All right. So this is how it's going to look for you guys. I'm basically going to leave it like that. All right. Y'all can hear me good? Y'all can see everything? You good? I'm going to be going through a slideshow for you guys. Isn't that cool? Everybody good? All right. All right, let's get this popping. Dun, 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 dun. 1 second. And we're good. All right, guys. So, how to get pool ready in 30 days. All right. Let's see if it's going to let me go through this view. God damn it. All right, guys. So, how to get pool ready in 30 days. This is going to show you how to do it. A lot of times people associate getting pool ready with starving yourself or whatever that nonsense is. I'm going to show you guys how to get pool ready in 30 days without starving yourself and without doing traditional cardio. Traditional cardio, that means running on the treadmill for 45 minutes or riding the bike for an hour, going on a stair climber for an hour. It's horrible, it's boring, and it's not effective, and I'm going to show you guys how to do it without it. So my goal for this video is to get you guys valuable content, valuable information that is not impossible to find other places, but hard to find the proper information, and teach you guys what you guys actually should be doing and why it actually isn't very difficult to get summer ready or that beach body in 30 days. A lot of times people think that getting pool ready is some long feat, and it's really not. They're just going about it the wrong way. So my goal is to show you guys some valuable stuff that you guys can start using today to make you understand why you haven't been able to do it yet. So, and another thing is, if you guys stay until the end, I'm going to give you guys something. I'm going to give you guys so basically I always have people asking me what I do for my abs, what my ab workouts are. So for those of you who stay until the end of this video, that means all the way to the end, I'm going to give you guys my 6-pack shred program. It's normally $47. I'm going to give it to every single one of you completely free of charge. And it takes you through my personal ab workouts. It has beginner ab workouts, and intermediate, advanced ab workouts. There's diet information in there. There's cardio information in there. It's a great program that, like I said, normally costs $47. I'm going to give it to you guys for free as long as you stay till the end of this video. What I'm going to do is basically on the very last slide of this video, I'm going to give you guys an email to email, and I'm going to give you guys a code to email. And basically, when you send that code to the email, my team is going to basically give you guys the program for free. That's all you have to do. So you stay until the end of this video, and you're going to get a code. And once you have that code, you're going to get the program for free. So hope you guys like that. Now, what makes this different? What makes this webinar different? My information different? Well, the issue these days is that there's a lot of people giving information out. There's a lot of people in the industry, in the fitness industry, who train, who give advice, who motivate others, and the main issue is that they're not giving information that is necessarily right for the majority of people. They're talking about what they personally do, and most of the time, these guys that are talking about what they personally do aren't exactly the most natural guys in the world. They have these performance-enhancing substances in their body, which is making it a little easier, and they make their workouts make it so that their bodies can handle longer workouts, shittier foods, less cardio, stuff like that. And they basically are giving advice to these other people who are doing this completely natural, and it's not the right kind of advice. Or it's someone giving advice on how to lose weight when you are trying to put on muscle, or someone giving advice on how to put on a bunch of muscle when you're trying to just simply lose fat. And today I'm going to teach you guys how to basically cater it so that it's perfect for your body, no matter who you are, no matter where you're starting, no matter what your goals are. What I'm going to show you guys in this webinar is going to make it so that it doesn't matter what you're trying to achieve, you're going to be able to achieve it, because this is how you basically customize stuff. Like I said, guys, if you have your cell phones out right now, maybe if you're Skype on your computer, I want you guys to turn it off during this presentation. The only way to get ready in 30 days is if you truly follow the steps that I give you today. So I really need your full attention. So a little bit about me. I am my name is Vince Sant. I don't know why this is not showing you everything on it. Oh, there we go. I'm a Men's Health cover model. I actually just shot the cover of Men's Health magazine a few months ago now, and it'll be coming out soon. And I put that on there just because I'm really proud of it. Even though it's not out yet, it will be out in the next couple months, which I'm excited for. So stay tuned for that. I'm a certified personal trainer. I am the author of 6 of the best-selling fitness programs on the market. Some of you may have heard of them. One is Ripped in 90 Days. That's one of our most popular ones. Fat Loss Extreme. There's the Clean Bulk program, Toned in 90 Days. We have a Big Arms program, Booty Builder program, 6-pack Shred, which you guys are all going to be getting for free. We have recipe guides. I've written a bunch of different programs, and we've also gotten over 50,000 transformations from these programs in just a year and a half of being a business. We started V-Shred just under 2 years ago, and we already have with thousands and thousands and thousands of transformations just from these programs. And then we have custom plans on top of that have more and more transformations. I also have 2 million followers across my social medias, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, things like that. I also get over 1 million views, it's actually 1.5 million views a month on YouTube. Just actually hit 100K subscribers. We didn't start that long ago, so that's cranking right now. If you guys want to check it out, YouTube has a bunch of videos that will help you guys maybe get your shoulders wider, get your chest bigger, get your abs popping, help you with diet, stuff like that. There's a bunch of quality content on there that I post. I post content all the time as well. So Where's my mouse? There we go. Now, I've done a lot of things wrong, or a lot of things right, guys. I have spent my time figuring out what exactly I am trying to get in shape for. I've gotten the dedication I needed, the consistency to get to the gym and make it so that it's more of a habit than something that you're just dreading going to all day. I've spent time in the gym. I've spent time doing cardio. I've looked up supplements and taken a bunch of supplements, and so the factor of the dedication part is part of the things that I've done right. But at the same time, I've done a lot of things wrong, guys, as a lot of us have, as most of us, as pretty much all of us have. And if you haven't, then I'm honestly really jealous because I don't really know anybody else who hasn't. And today I'm going to be taking you guys through what the most common wrong things are, because I wasted years in the gym doing all these things wrong, like doing cardio for too long and doing spending literally 2 hours in the gym lifting. I would go to the gym, and I was always a skinny guy growing up, and I would always go to the gym and I would spend minimum 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours in the gym lifting as heavy as I could, just because I thought when I'm lifting, or if I'm trying to put on muscle, then I need to lift heavy, and that's going to put on muscle. Well, I learned that was wrong. So after doing this for 7 years, you can see there, that was actually just 5 years in between that. I used to be really skinny, guys, really skinny, and I couldn't put on any muscle. And what I found is that it's actually really easy to stay lean and put on muscle year round. It's not so much about how hard you need to work and the effort that you need to put in, as it is you need to have the right information, the right knowledge, and actually just apply that knowledge. And once you are applying that knowledge, the results come. And as you get results, the motivation factor, it gets way easier because you actually see results. There's nothing harder than putting time in the gym, putting time into your diet and whatever it is you're trying to do. If you're starving yourself and you're still not seeing the pounds drop, there's nothing harder than sticking to that when you don't see anything coming of it. And I've also learned that you can burn fat without doing hours of cardio. I have been the leanest I have ever been these past couple of years, while retaining muscle, simply by never doing hour-long cardio, never doing traditional cardio ever. You'll never find. I used to actually run cross country, and I would run 30 to 40 miles a week. And I did that for basically cardio to try to. I've always thought that, well, I'm skinny, so if I just cut my body fat even lower, then my muscles will pop out a little bit. So I did cross country. I used to run all the time, and I guess I did it in the off season, kind of stay in shape. I was always a volleyball player growing up as well. But I also learned that you can build muscle without spending 2 hours in the gym every day. Like I said, I used to go to the gym literally every single day, if not 6 days a week. And I would go there and I would go through every single exercise that I knew, and I would lift as heavy as I could. I'd be there for 2 hours, 3 hours, and I would leave and nothing would ever happen. And I've learned now that you don't need that. And you can stay in a continuous state of muscle building while getting in and out of the gym in under an hour. And I've also learned that you can cater your regimen to meet any goal. A lot of times the issue, like I said, what's different about this webinar is I'm going to show you guys how to cater stuff so that it matches what you're trying to do. So that if you're trying to put on muscle for the summer, then you're going to be able to do that. If you're trying to drop weight and drop some fat, you're going to be able to do that. No matter what it is, you can cater your regimen to meet any goal. And the issue is that most trainers out there, most programs out there don't. And that is why I created our 3 programs that we have for each individual body type. And it's something that I'm going to show you guys today. And like I said, I discovered this the hard way. Today, you guys get to cheat and you get the easy way. And what is the hard way? Well, like I said, I was always a skinny kid growing up. I couldn't put on weight, let alone muscle, to save my life. And so when you're trying to put on muscle, what is it that you eat? If I were to tell you that you have 30 days to put on as much muscle as you could, what would you eat? You'd eat chicken, steak, turkey. You'd eat as much protein as you possibly could. You'd cut your carbs because you would think that carbs are going to make you, I don't know, softer or whatever. You'd cut your fats because, well, they're called fats. You don't want to get fats in your body when you're trying to get lean. And so that's what I did. And I also spent 2 hours in the gym. If I told you to go train for 30 days to put on as much muscle as you could, what would you do? Well, you'd go every day and you'd go for 2 to 3 hours and you would lift as heavy as you could because that is the most common image or visualization that people think of when it comes to putting on muscle in the gym or lifting. Heavy lifting every day, thinking that they have to be there for hours and hours every single day to get any kind of results. And then, like I said, I ran 20, 30, even 40 miles a week because I wanted my muscles to pop. I was a cross-country runner. I was on the varsity team. Yes, but I did it to keep my body fat as low as possible because I thought that if I cut my body fat even lower than it already was, then the little bit of muscle that I do have would just pop out. And what was happening was I was not getting my muscles to pop out because first off, I didn't have any muscles because I wasn't doing it right. And second off, I was doing cardio that's not even efficient. So my question for you guys is, do you want the easy way that takes a fraction of the time? Guys, how high would your confidence be at the pool this summer or on vacation if you put in 30 days and you did what you were supposed to and you stepped out onto the pool or stepped out onto the beach, took your shirt off and people started staring. And then maybe even at dinner at night with your clothes fitting real good, maybe you see a cute girl or a cute guy or whatever and they're looking at you because of how well you're dressed and then just imagine how much your dating life would improve if y'all are single or maybe you are in a relationship and you just want your significant other to be a little more attracted to you. Guys, being in shape and having a body that you're proud of, it's not only about having abs and being ripped. It's more so about the confidence that comes with having that body because it literally affects so many different areas of your life. You're literally a different person stepping into a room when you are confident about how you look. And it's a really good feeling. And that's why I'm excited for this. So, with the things that I've learned, guys, I've been able to help thousands of people, just like I said, and they didn't ever have to restrict their calories and they did not have to live in the gym. These are all 30 days. Day one, left side is day 1, right side is day 30. And yes, this is real, guys. I've had people say, oh, it's not real. Yes, it is, guys. Day 1, day 30, day 1, day 30, day 1, day 30, all of these, guys. We have people who come in. We have people who are already in decent shape and they get great results. We have people who come in who have never been in shape before and they get great results. Guys, girls, all sizes, all ages. And so now it's time to get into what the 3 secrets are, because today I'm going to be sharing 3 secrets with you guys that are going to basically make it easy for you guys to get pool ready in 30 days. So what are they? The first one is I can manipulate the foods I eat to burn 5 times as much fat than I can starving myself. And yes, that is true. And that one. That one's going to be the most in-depth. That's going to be the one that you guys are going to have your notepad out the most for, because there's going to be some equations that I'm going to give you. And literally you can just do those equations and then get back and then get on it. And you're going to learn how to basically trick your body into burning fat. Secret number 2 is I only have to do cardio for 15 minutes a day, 3 times a week. And you will burn calories literally 24/7. And not only will you burn calories 24/7, but you're also going to burn literally over twice as many calories from those shorter sessions of cardio. And secret number 3, I spend less than an hour in the gym and build muscle twice as fast. And twice as fast is not just a random number that I'm throwing out there. Oh, you're going to spend less than an hour and build. That's ironic. Truth is, it's actually exactly 51% faster. It's called protein synthesis, tissue synthesis, which is also known as muscle building. And I'm going to teach you guys how to increase it 51%. So secret number 1, guys, make sure you have your pen and pencil. I can manipulate the foods I eat to burn 5 times as much fat than I can starving myself, okay? So, Pool Ready in 30 Days secret number 1. When you guys are thinking about dieting for summer, dieting to get pool ready, what do you think you need to be doing? Well, you need to be restricting your calories, right? You need to be cutting your calories because you need to burn more calories than what you eat, right? And then you also think that you need to cut carbs completely, because if you just cut carbs for 30 days, you're just going to get rid of anything that would make you fat, because carbs are what make you fat, right? And it's going to help you get lean. And then the other thing is you're going to cut fats for 30 days so that you can avoid storing fats. I've heard that. I've heard all of these a million times. And the truth is, guys, when you eat the right food, it's not about cutting your calories. It's about eating the right food. You won't ever be hungry again. And 2 quick foods would be fiber and healthy fats. I'm going to get into this in a second. Second is, instead of cutting carbs, truth is, yeah, you're going to have to cut carbs a little bit, but you also need to increase your carbs on some days, because otherwise what's going to happen is if you cut carbs, you're going to end up storing everything as fat. So what you're going to do instead is you're going to implement high carb days to boost your metabolism, because just no carbs slows your metabolism down. And that is why you lose a few pounds and then you hit a plateau and you gain it all back. That's why it happens every single time. Instead, you're going to implement high carb days to boost your metabolism. And then you're also, like I said, you think that you probably have to cut your fats because of the word. You actually need to increase your fats to burn more fat. Fats are, another word for a fat in your body is called a triglyceride. And triglycerides actually work in your body to break down other fat that you have stored. So basically, without getting fats in your body, you're not able to burn fat. And that's why they're so important. So I've named this the experiment, and I have this for all 3 tips. So my old method, I'm going to basically go through an old method and the new method. So my old method was to increase my protein. I would eat a bunch of chicken, a bunch of turkey, a bunch of steak. I would cut my carbs, no pastas, no rice, no bread. Doesn't even matter if it's whole wheat. I'd cut it. No fats, definitely no sugars, all that. And I would cut my calories because I would want my body fat to get lower. So I thought I had to do all those. Bad idea, guys. Does not work. If you've never tried it, do not try it, because what's going to happen is you're going to see maybe some results in the first day or 2, but then after that, what's going to happen is you are going to hit a plateau, and you are going to lose all of you're going to basically not have any long-term progress. But then you can try, basically what you're going to do is the new method, carb cycling. And some of you may have heard of this before. Some of you may have never heard of this. Either way, fine. I'm going to teach you guys about it real quick. Basically, what carb cycling is basically going through low, moderate, and high carb days to trick your body into using fat for energy. Because what happens is carbs are your body's primary fuel source. Your body uses carbs throughout the day. Your liver uses carbs. Your brain uses carbs. There's carbs in your bloodstream, and there's carbs in your muscles. And your body uses these carbs to keep you working efficiently, to keep your brain sharp, to keep you mentally focused, to help you push weights, to help you just stay healthy. It's your number one fuel source. What's going to happen is with carb cycling, you trick your body into using, and so if you basically cut your carbs you're going to slow your metabolism down because your body doesn't have all these carbs to do all of these things that it needs to do. With carb cycling, you trick your body into using fat as its primary fuel source without slowing down your metabolism. And I'm going to get into it in a second. So the experiment, the first thing you need to do, and the next slide is going, so basically, if you guys don't have your pen and paper out, it is time to get your pen and paper out. The next slide is going to have pretty much everything that you need to write down, okay? The experiment, you got to figure out your caloric maintenance number first, okay? I'm going to show you guys how to get your caloric maintenance number. That is called your TDEE, stands for Total Daily Energy Expenditure. That's going to be your caloric maintenance number. And then what's going to happen is if you guys want to lose weight, you're going to go into a slight deficit. A deficit means that you're basically just going to lower that number of calories. And then if you want to gain weight, if you want to put on a bunch of muscle, then you're going to go into a caloric surplus. And that basically just means you're going to up that number of calories. So after you figure out your carb intake, after you figure out your caloric intake, oh crap. You guys I wasn't checking oh damn. I'm just now seeing this. One of my guys texted me. You guys didn't see any of the slides. Oh, my bad, guys. I did not know that. Well, fuck. Oh, man. Okay, so well, let's do this. Let's get back through this. So I'll go back through these slides real quick with you guys. All right, I'll just leave them up there like that. So, how to get pool ready in 30 days. I'm gonna show you guys how to do it without starving yourself and without doing any traditional cardio. My goal is to give you guys some information that will help you basically take some valuable information from this webinar that you can use today and help you guys get pool ready in 30 days with ease. Okay, so if you stay to the end, like I said, I'm going to be giving you guys a free program, my 6-pack shred. So make sure you're staying. I'm going to give you a code and everything. I already told you, Vince. My name is Vince Sant, Men's Health cover model, certified personal trainer, author of 6 of the best-selling fitness programs. I'm not starting over, guys. I'm just going over shit real quick. Done a lot of things right. Got my dedication down, all that. Done a lot of things wrong. Just basically did the wrong stuff. After doing this for 7 years, I have found that it's easy staying lean. You can burn fat without doing a bunch of cardio. You can build muscle without spending too much time in the gym, and you can cater your regimen to meet any goal, any single goal. And you guys are going to get to cheat and get the easy way today. So the hard way, like I said, stuffed my face with protein, spent 2 hours in the gym, ran a shitload of miles a week. And I'm asking you guys if you want the easy way. And I know you do because you're here. And with the things I've learned, I've been able to help thousands of people. These were the before and afters that I was talking about, guys. That is literally 30 days. Left picture is day 1. Right picture is day 30. Another one. People, all shapes and sizes, all ages, genders. Some people are in better shape than others. Some people are in worse shape than others. And everybody gets results because we basically cater it to their needs. A bunch of them. So here's the 3 secrets, guys. 1, okay, I already told you the 3 secrets, okay? But I'm going to get back into the first one, like I was saying before. So the new method, carb cycling, let's get back into that. So first thing that you guys are going to do is you're going to figure out your caloric maintenance number and go into a slight deficit. And basically your caloric maintenance number is with 2 equations, and I'm going to show you guys those here in a second, so get your pen and paper ready. And then you're going to go into a slight deficit if you want to lose weight, or you're going to go into a slight surplus if you want to put on weight. A deficit means you're just going to basically subtract 15 to 20% of those calories off, or you're going to put 15 to 20% of those calories back on. Then you're going to figure out your carb intake, because like I said, we're cycling our carbs here, guys. We're going to be going through a low, a moderate, and a high carb day. And from there, you're going to basically trick your body into. So you're going to go real low on one day. You're going to introduce carbs, and then you're going to go actually really high carb days. And a high carb day is actually a really fun day when you're dieting, because it's really easy to stick to because you're eating a lot and it's nice. Then you're also going to increase or decrease your fat intake opposite to your carb intake. So as your carbs increase, your fat's going to decrease. As your carbs decrease, your fats are going to increase, because you're tricking your body into using fat instead of carbs. And then the other thing is that you're going to eat protein every 2 to 3 hours. You're going to eat the same amount every single day. Does not matter if you're on a low or a high carb day. Your body just needs the same amount of protein every single day, every 2 to 3 hours, so that you can stay in a state of muscle repair, basically. So this is what you guys need to write down. Oh, fuck that. Okay, write this down. That is what you guys need to write. Step 1, like I said, first need to figure out your caloric maintenance number. All right. So your caloric maintenance number is figuring out. Someone just rang my doorbell. I'm not answering that. You figure out your BMR. After you figure out, so basically your BMR stands for your basal metabolic rate. So that's basically how many calories your body burns when you do nothing. Your basal metabolic rate is the basically minimum amount of calories that you need if you don't do anything. If you don't work out, if you don't get out of bed, you could literally sleep all day, and that is how many calories your body would burn, okay? After that, make it bigger. I think I can do that. That a little better. So after that, so basically that's, and again, I said I'm going to show you guys how to basically how to cater it to your body. And as you can see there, it goes by your weight, it goes by your height, and it goes by your age. So you're going to figure that out, and that's going to be your BMR. After you have your BMR, that's how many calories you're going to burn without any kind of activity. So after that, you got to figure out your activity level, and that's going to give you your TDEE, which stands for your total daily energy expenditure. So write this down, guys. After you have your BMR, you're going to multiply that number by one of 4 numbers, okay? So the first one is sedentary, okay? It's a sedentary. This is depending on how many times you guys work out per week. Sedentary are people who do not work out at all, people who don't go to the gym, people who probably walk a couple flights of stairs a day. Maybe you walk from your car into your office. You walk from the couch to your car. You walk from the car to your couch. You don't really go to the gym at all. You don't work out. You are going to multiply your BMR by 1.2, okay? After that comes a light activity, okay? That is people who work out 1 to 3 times a week. Okay, so you're going to multiply your BMR by 1.375. All right. After that comes a moderate activity level. These are people who work out 3 to 5 days a week. So if you work out Monday through Friday, this will be you. You'll multiply your BMR by 1.55. Then comes high activity levels. And this is people who work out 6 to 7 days a week. So this is actually the one that I fall into. So if you guys work out every single day, you're going to multiply, or 6 days a week, you're going to take 1 day off. You're going to multiply your BMR by 1.725. And then after that comes the last one, which is an extremely active lifestyle. And like I said, I don't even fall into this one. This is actually a very small percentage of people. This is people who work out 6 to 7 days a week and also have a physically demanding job. Like they're a UPS worker, or they are a construction worker, or they're a mailman. Basically, they're on their feet all day. They're doing a bunch of physical activity throughout the day, and they also work out 6 to 7 days a week. So you are going to multiply your BMR by 1.9. And guys, I see you asking questions. Please save your questions till the end. It's going to be a distraction if you're asking questions along the way. And yes, I can see your questions right now. I said I wasn't going to be able to, but I don't know why the slides weren't working, so I can see them. I just don't want to take time to have to answer those right now. So those are the activity levels. After that, you are going to, I don't know why you guys are saying it's too small. It's not. I can see what you guys are looking at. And I'm explaining it as well. So I'm not sure what the issue is here, guys. I'm looking at it on my computer and it looks fine. Did it freeze? Okay, I'm going to keep going. It is not too small. Thank you. Okay, so back to what I was saying. That's going to give you guys TDEE. TDEE stands for total daily energy expenditure. So that's going to be how many calories you guys burn with all the activity, with all the working out that you're doing. So that's the calories that you need to stay at the exact weight that you're at now. That's the calories you need every single day to stay at your exact weight. So if you guys want to lose weight, I recommend going into a 15 to 20% caloric deficit. So basically you're going to take that number and you're going to multiply it by 0.8 because that's going to take 20% off of it. And that's going to give you your daily caloric goal. And then you're also going, if you want to go into a caloric surplus and you want to gain weight, then you're going to basically multiply that number by 1.2, and that's going to give you 20% more calories, and that's going to get you to gain weight, and that's what you're going to be eating every day. Okay. After that, what you're going to do is, like I said, you're going to figure out your carb intake for low, moderate, and high carb days. So I have those right here. Okay. First up, we have low carb day. Your low carb day is going to be obviously the lowest amount of carbs, and then it's going to be the highest amount of fat, and then protein is just going to stay consistent. So to figure out your carbs. So listen up, guys. To figure out your carbs, what you're going to do is you're basically going to take your body weight, and this is in pounds. I apologize for those of you who are on the metric system and are using kilograms or stones or whatever it is. Maybe you'll have to use a Google converter to go to pounds. But to figure out the amount of carbs that you're going to have on your low carb day, you're simply going to take your body weight and you're going to multiply it by 0.25, and that's going to tell you how many grams per pound, basically how many grams you're going to have, how many grams of carbs you're going to have on your low carb day. Okay? So that's your carbs. Next, you're going to figure out your protein. Protein, what you're going to do is you're going to take your TDEE, so that's your total caloric, your daily caloric intake. You're going to take that number and you're going to multiply it by 0.35. That's 35%. Okay, 35% protein, 0.35. And then, so what that does is when you take your calories and you multiply it by a percentage, that's still in calories. That's not in grams. So 35% of your calories are going to come from protein. But you see next to it right here, right? Oops, sorry. What you see right next to it is you divide that number by 4. Okay? What you're going to do is basically you're going to divide that number by 4. Why? Because there are 4 calories in every gram of protein. And then right under it, you can see 9. There's 9 calories in every gram of fat. So you're going to go TDEE, your caloric number that you got up here from your activity level, You're going to multiply it by 0.35, 35%. You're going to divide it by 4. That is going to give you grams of protein, okay? After that, you're going to do your fat. And your fat is you're going to take your TDEE, your caloric intake, and you're going to multiply it by 0.4 because that's 40%. We're going to be getting 40% of our daily calories from fats on low carb days. So, like I said, that gives you calories. That doesn't give you grams. You have to figure out grams, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to take that, you're going to divide it by 9 because there's 9 calories in every gram of fat, and that's going to give you how many grams of fat you're going to have on your low carb day. So that is your carbs, your proteins, and your fats. After that, you're going to do the exact same thing for your moderate carb day, which your carbs is just going to be 0.75 times your body weight in pounds. So take your body weight, multiply it by 0.75. That's how many grams of carbs you're going to have on your moderate carb day. Then you're going to figure out your protein. Like I said, stays at 35%. You're going to multiply it by 0.35. That's going to give you your calories. You're going to divide it by 4. That's going to give you grams of protein. This number will be the same as this number. Then you're going to figure out your fats. As I said, as we take in more carbs, you want to take in less fats because otherwise you're going to be A, having way too many calories, and B, you're basically not going to be taking advantage of this carb cycling. You have to up your fats while you lower your carbs, or up your carbs while you lower your fats. In this case, we're lowering our fat by 5%. So you're going to take your caloric number, multiply it by 0.35, and then divide it by 9 because that's going to give you the calories, or gives you the grams of fat. And then you got to figure out your high carb day. High carb day, as you can see right there, 1.75 times your body weight. 1.75. That's a lot, guys. It's going to be a lot of carbs. High carb days is a lot of carbs. Don't think that you're gonna skimp on the carbs so that you can get in even better shape. High carb days are just as important as low carb days because they actually boost your metabolism. Okay. Then you're going to take your protein. That actually says 25%. That should not say 25%. That should still be 35%. So just use the same number of protein every single time. But the fat is going to drop again. So we increased carbs by a lot. Now we're going to drop fat by a lot. So fats are going to be, and if you guys are wanting to lose a little more weight, you can go 1.5 grams. You can just double your moderate carb day. So you can go 1.5 here if you want. But you figure out your fats, you're going to take your caloric intake, multiply it by 25%. Then you're going to take that number of calories and you're going to divide it by 9 because it's how many calories are in a gram of fat. And that's going to give you how many grams of fat you're going to be having on your high carb day. So that's everything. I hope you guys took the time to write that down. You understand it all. Now, the results. When you do that, when you're carb cycling and you're following those numbers, your body is going to use fat as its primary fuel source, okay? And that is because what's happening is on your low carb day and your moderate carb day, your carbs are going to be so low that you're going to be completely deplete your glycogen stores, okay? Glycogen is basically carbs in your muscles. And then if you deplete your carbs in your muscles, and you go to lift and you go to do cardio, what's going to happen, and throughout the day, is your body's not going to be feeding off of carbs for energy because there's no carbs in your system. What's it going to feed off of then? It's going to feed off of your secondary fuel source, which is fat. But the thing is, you can't just keep your carbs low year round because you're going to end up dropping your metabolism. So, because basically what happens is there's this hormone called leptin. It's a hormone in your that gets sent to your brain called leptin, and it is your body's fat burning hormone. It is in charge of telling your body that you are getting enough calories to burn calories. So if you guys stop eating calories, if you restrict your body of calories or you stop getting carbs, your body's going to stop producing this hormone. And what's going to happen is your brain is going to start thinking, oh, well, I'm not getting the carbs, the calories that I need anymore. So I need to stop burning calories. I need to start storing everything in my body as fat in case I never get those calories again. Because you guys, your body is not thinking, oh, well, Jimmy just wants to lose 10 pounds for the pool this summer. No, your body's thinking, holy shit, I'm not getting any calories. I need to store everything as fat in case I don't ever get calories again. Because, again, this is called starvation mode. And that's why you don't do it. So that's why you use the high carb day. And I'll get to that here in a second. And then the other results is your abs start popping like you've never seen because you are literally burning so much fat, and people get amazed even in the first week of doing this at how fast their fat actually starts dropping off their body. You get leaner than you've ever been and faster than you've ever been, and your metabolism speeds up and stays that way. How does your metabolism speed up? Well, as I was talking about high carb days with the hormone leptin, high carb days, the whole point of it is that you're going to be eating a bunch of calories. So your calorie intake on your high carb day is going to be higher than your calorie intake on your low carb day. And this is for a reason, because on your low carb day, you're tricking your body into using fat as its primary fuel source. Then what you do is you kick it into that high carb day. And on that high carb day, you're basically loading your body with carbs and with calories. And what happens is your body starts producing an overload of that hormone leptin that tells your body that you're getting enough calories. So with more leptin being produced, your body is going to basically turn up your metabolism, basically supercharge your metabolism for a short period of time. And that is why, and it's from those calories, and that is why you drop back down into a low carb day, so that while your metabolism is boosted from all those calories, you're going to drop down to a low carb day. You're going to deplete your glycogen stores. Your metabolism is going to stay supercharged, and you're going to burn fat at a faster rate than you would have while increasing your metabolism. So it's an amazing dieting strategy, and I recommend it for everybody. So like I said, guys, I just want to keep reminding you guys that at the end of this video, I'm going to be giving you guys an email and a code to send, or basically a code to send to an email, so that we can give you my 6-pack shred for free. So make sure you're staying here. Now, secret number 2. I only have to do cardio 15 minutes a day, 3 times a week, and I'll burn calories 24/7. How's that possible? Because most people think that they need to do cardio for an hour every day to get pool ready in 30 days. But the issue with that, guys, is if I told you that you could have a 6-pack in 30 days if you went and ran on the treadmill for an hour every day for 30 days, what would happen? Well, 1, you won't do it longer than a week. You would do it for a couple of days, maybe a week, and then what would happen is it would get to you. It's horrible, guys. It's boring. It's just dreadful. Nobody enjoys getting on the treadmill and running for an hour. Nobody enjoys that. You might enjoy maybe running through your neighborhood every now and then, but you don't enjoy it when you have to do it. I guarantee it. Then number 2, the least effective. It's one of the least effective fat loss cardio methods. It's actually been proven to also burn muscle in the process, which is my number 3. It's actually been proven that it doesn't only burn fat, which it does burn fat, but it only burns fat while you're doing the cardio exercise. So you basically have to do it for long periods of time, which is not very efficient, not very time efficient. So it doesn't last, and that's the issue. Now, what I'm going to show you, what I'm going to talk about real quick is, as someone said, HIIT workouts. HIIT stands for high intensity interval training, and this is easy to stick to. It is actually the most effective cardio method for fat loss. Burns the most calories, and it retains your muscle while burning fat. So the experiment did this one for the dieting as well. What my old method, like I said, I was a cross country runner, so I would literally go and run on the treadmill for 45 minutes a day, 6 days a week, or I would run outside and I would run miles and miles and miles every single day. And it was horrible. It was not fun. And I eventually got sick of it and I quit doing it. New method, high intensity interval training. You're going to do HIIT workouts for 15 minutes a day. That's it. And you're only going to, and instead of doing them every single day, you're going to do them 3 days a week. And that's it. Now, there we go. The results. HIIT workouts. So let's get back into this real quick. What is a HIIT workout? HIIT, like I said, stands for high intensity interval training. So what is that? Yawn. Sorry, a long weekend at Coachella. So HIIT training is basically going through these short intervals of all-out intensity. So basically, you're going to go, and short intervals means anywhere from 10 to 20 seconds. It's not long at all, but it is intense. And I'm not talking that you should be able to do this. People say that they do intervals for a minute. You should never be able to do your high-intensity interval for a minute. Otherwise, you're not going hard enough. You should be going, like, for instance, I do sprint HIIT training. I usually go 15 seconds on, 15 seconds off, or I'll go maybe 10 seconds on, 10 seconds off, or something like that. My intervals of my max intent, like my all-out effort, is literally all-out effort. I could not sprint faster if I tried, and by the end, I am literally hoping that I am counting every single second because I cannot wait for that high-intensity interval to be done, so that I can rest because I am going all out. You're supposed to be giving it your all. So it's short intervals of max intensity followed by short intervals of just rest. You can do low intensity like a walk, or you can just do a straight up rest. I just hop off to the side of the treadmill and I just stop and I wait for however long my rest is going to be. And so how does this work? Why would that work better? Well, HIIT training is what you call an anaerobic activity. So there's two kinds of activities. There's aerobic and there's anaerobic. And anaerobic is an activity where your body uses oxygen. So what happens is so basically these all-out sessions, these all-out intervals, it's an anaerobic activity. So your body is going to be using oxygen to give your body for energy. You're going to be using up your oxygen stores for energy. It's going to be shuttling them across your cell membrane and using them to keep you going full speed. Well, what happens is when you do it hard enough, when you get your heart rate fast enough, basically, you're going to be depleting your oxygen stores. You only have a certain level of oxygen stores, and throughout your all-out effort, you're going to be dropping your oxygen stores lower and lower and lower and lower. So what's going to happen is eventually you're going to completely deplete your oxygen stores. Well, when you deplete your oxygen stores, your body is then going to be responsible for replenishing your oxygen stores. And the cool thing about this is that the entire time it takes your body to replenish these oxygen stores, your body burns calories. So your body burns calories to build your oxygen stores back up. And this process can take anywhere from 24 to 48 hours to completely replenish. So what happens is you end up burning, there's been studies that have shown you end up burning 66% more calories after your workout. Literally, you do nothing. You can go sit on the couch for 2 days, for a day and a half, for 2 days, and you're going to burn calories the entire time. So it equals into burning calories while you're doing nothing and burning more calories. So the results is you do fewer sessions, only 3 times a week, and you do shorter sessions. It'd be one thing if you were doing sessions only 3 times a week, but they were still hour-long sessions. Those would still suck. But you're doing shorter sessions, 15-minute sessions, and you're only doing them 3 days a week. So it's easy. And like I said, you burn 66% more calories from these shorter sessions. And you get pool ready faster with less time spent in the gym doing horrible cardio. That's it. And on to the last secret. Secret number 3. Like I said, I spend less than an hour in the gym and build muscle twice as fast. And that might seem like a bit of a lie. It ain't. So this is what most people think. They think that you need to spend 2 hours in the gym every day. You need to lift heavy weights. If I told you that I want you to put on as much weight, as much muscle as you can in the next 30 days, you're going to go spend a bunch of time in the gym. You're going to go lift as heavy as you can, which might hurt you. And the other thing is you would never associate weightlifting with burning fat. You would only think that it's going to build muscle. That's it. And I'm also seeing these comments because I'm watching them alongside of this. And they're right, guys. If you guys keep distracting others, I am going to kick you out of the chat, just letting you know. So that's what people think, which the truth is you only need to spend 45 minutes to 60 minutes in the gym. You literally, like, guys, people ask me all the time how long my workouts are. Like, people in the gym or people email me, they ask me how often I work out, how long I go to the gym every single day. And the answer always surprises them because I tell them that I work out 6 days a week and I go to the gym for 45 minutes to an hour. I am literally in and out of the gym in less than an hour. It doesn't matter if I'm hitting 3 body parts, doesn't matter if I'm hitting 2, doesn't matter if I'm hitting 1. I'm in and out of the gym in less than an hour, period. And so that is what I'm going to show you guys. Then another thing is lightweight builds muscle, guys. Lightweight is what is going to put on muscle. And I'm going to talk about that here in a second. Lifting heavy, it will help something. It will help something, but it ain't going to put on muscle. It's going to put on strength. Now, some of you might think, well, I want to get stronger, and that's fine. I'm not saying that lifting light won't put on strength, but I am saying lifting heavy will not put on muscle, period. Now, after that comes weight training to boost your metabolism, and this goes right along with lightweight. People think that when it comes to lifting weights, that's all for building muscle. And if you want to burn fat, you want to burn calories, you do that purely through diet and cardio. Wrong. Weight training is one of the best ways to boost your metabolism. I'm going to tell you guys how right now. The experiment. Like I said, my old method, guys, I would go to the gym for 2 to 3 hours a day, and I would lift the heaviest weights I could. I would do the heaviest curls, the heaviest bench press, the heaviest dumbbells, the heaviest tricep extensions, and I would end up throwing the weight around. I would end up having shitty form, and it wouldn't work. So what's the new method? Well, the new method is called hypertrophy training. And this is basically when you're using lighter weights, you're going for higher rep ranges, and you're using shorter rests. So this helps you not only put on muscle, but it also helps you get in and out of the gym in much less time. So the experiment. Guys, studies have proven, like I said, lower weights, higher rep ranges, lower sets. Studies have shown, so you might be thinking, well, what is a good rep range then? Typically, 8 to 15 reps is a good rep range. And you might be thinking, okay, well, I can do that. But the issue is when guys go to the gym and they think about doing, let's say you're going to go to the gym and you're going to do 10 reps. What happens is they bang out the first 6 reps as fast as they can. They swing the weight around, and then they only focus on the last couple of reps, if they focus on any reps at all, and they don't actually get any kind of stimulation of their muscle. Guys, this is what I was talking about getting 51% more muscular growth is right here. This first part right here. Studies have shown that getting 40 to 60 seconds of time under tension per set is going to increase the tissue synthesis by 51% just 24 hours after your workout. Now, you might be wondering, what is time under tension? So what I want you guys to do right now, y'all are either watching this on your phone or you're watching this at your computer. What I want you to do right now is I want you to bend your right arm at a 90-degree angle, right down by your side, 90-degree angle. Then what I want you to do is I want you to flex your bicep as hard as you can, okay? After that, now that your arm is flexed at a 90-degree, I want you to put your bicep up to the side like you're flexing for a camera, like you're flexing for somebody, okay? I'm doing it right now with you guys. Flexing out to the side. Now what I want you to do is I want you to continue flexing your bicep as hard as you can, but I want you to straighten your arm. Flexing your bicep. I'm doing it myself. Flexing my bicep as hard as I can while straightening my arm. My arm is completely straight. My bicep is still flexed. Now I want you to bring your arm back into the flex while flexing your bicep. That is time under tension. That is keeping tension on your muscle throughout an entire rep. And if you guys do that throughout your entire set for 8 to 15 reps, you're going to get 40 to 60 seconds of time under tension every single set, and you're going to experience more muscular growth. I guarantee it. Now, I also said 8 to 16 sets per muscle group, depending on training split and goals. And I say this because a lot of times when people are going to the gym and they're trying to put on muscle and they're trying to get ready for the summer, they go to the gym and they spend, like I said, 2 hours there, and they end up doing 7, 8 different exercises for a muscle group, and they end up doing 20, 30, maybe even more sets for that muscle group. And what this is that it's called overtraining, guys. And overtraining is bad. Overtraining is what actually another term for it is called atrophy, atrophy. That's atrophy. Atrophy is what happens when your muscles actually start breaking down because of how much you're training them. Whereas the kind of training that we're trying to do, like I said, is called hypertrophy. Atrophy is the opposite of hypertrophy. Hypertrophy is muscle building. Atrophy is muscle breakdown. When you do more than 8 to 16 sets per muscle group, your muscles go into atrophy. They start breaking down too much to where you're not going to be able to repair them, and you're going to actually lose muscle mass. This is why you need to get in the gym, you need to stimulate your muscles, and you need to leave. A quote I like to go by is, you want to stimulate your muscles, not annihilate them, okay? So, and I say 8 to 16 sets because smaller muscle groups don't need as much volume as larger muscle groups, like biceps and triceps. They don't need 16 sets. Biceps and triceps, I would say 8 to 12. Abs are the same. Calves are the same. Deltoids are the same. But muscle groups like your back or your chest or maybe pushing movements or legs, those are going to need 12 to 16 sets. And that's going to help you guys a lot. But after that, I also wanted to talk about how to keep your workout shorter. So the 40 to 60 seconds is going to be huge for increasing the amount of muscle that you actually build. 8 to 16 sets is also going to be huge in the amount of muscle that you build and also getting you out of the gym faster. But implementing supersets to your training is another huge thing. So supersets, you guys might know what supersets are. Supersets are basically when you do 2 exercises back to back and then you rest. So if you guys are going to the gym and you're doing let's say chest, and your first exercise that you're doing is dumbbell bench press, and then you're going to go over to the incline barbell bench press. So normally you would probably, let's say you're going 3 sets of 10, you're going to go normally you would go 1 set of the dumbbell bench press, rest, another set, rest, another set. Then you're going to rest and you're going to go do your incline, rest, incline, rest, incline. Instead of doing that, supersetting is basically going 2 exercises. So you're going to go the dumbbell bench, you're going to do your set, and then you're going to go straight into the incline bench, and you're going to do your set, and then you're going to rest. And that's doing a superset. That's doing 2 exercises back to back and then resting, and then doing those back to back and then resting, and then doing those back to back and then moving on to your next superset. And what this does is not only helps you get more volume, but it helps you get through your workouts faster and work your muscles more efficiently. So try that. And then the last thing is you guys need to shorten your rest to 45 to 60 seconds. A lot of times I see guys in the gym and I see them just not doing what they need to be doing. I'll be next to a guy doing, let's say, bicep curls, and some guy will be next to me doing lateral raises with a dumbbell. And I'll do a set, and we'll both end the set at the same time, and then we'll both be resting. And then I'll get back into my next set, and then I'll finish my next set, and then I'll be about to get into my next set, and then he'll finally just be getting into this next set. A lot of times, guys are getting to the gym, and during their rests, they're getting on their phone, and they're texting, or they're checking Instagram, or they're checking Snapchat, or they're talking to friends, or they're whatever it is they're doing. They're not sticking to a set amount of rest time in the gym. One of my best pieces of advice for all of you is to pull up, either find a clock on the wall and watch it religiously after you finish each set, and go and get right back into the next set 45 seconds to a minute after you've ended your set, or start a stopwatch on your phone. There's a bunch of different apps that have stopwatches. Start it as soon as you get out of your set, rest, and get back into your next set at the 45 to 60 seconds. And that's going to help you not only get better workouts, but get faster workouts as well. And guys, the results is when you do these, you get in and out of the gym in less than an hour. You build twice as much muscle. You increase your metabolism, because I didn't talk about this actually. When you guys are doing 40 to 60 seconds of time under tension, that's 8 to 12, 15 reps. The 10 to 12 rep mark is actually going to do what you call create metabolic stress on your body. So when you have this time under tension and you're not just lifting for strength, you're not doing low reps, you're going to basically put this stress on your body that it's then going to have to recover from, and it's going to increase your metabolism from this weight training. So you actually increase your metabolism from doing this type of training. So you get in and out of the gym fast, you build twice as much muscle, you increase your metabolism, and you avoid injuries because, like I said, you're not lifting heavy and stupid. So putting these 3 things together, like I said, guys, you are tricking your body into using fat. So with the diet, you're tricking your body into using fat as its primary fuel source for energy without starving yourself. So you do that, you start using your low and moderate carb day to trick your body into using fat, and then you use your high carb day to boost your metabolism and help you mentally to just be able to stick to it longer, because high carb days are really easy on the whole mental game, because the mental game is one of the hardest parts of all of this. So the high carb days help you with the mental aspect of it, and it boosts your metabolism. Low and moderate carb day help you burn more fat. So you do that. Then you also start implementing HIIT cardio, where you're only literally doing 45 minutes of cardio a week. So you're doing 15 minutes of cardio a day, 3 times a week, but yet you're burning calories 24/7. And you never work out longer than an hour, and you build muscle twice as fast. Guys, imagine if you carb cycled, you did HIIT cardio 3 days a week, and you started doing 40 to 60 seconds of time under tension, 12 to 16 sets, and supersetting and shorter rest times. Imagine if you did all 3 of those for 30 days. Imagine what you could actually look like. Imagine that. I want you to picture your dream body on you, looking in the mirror, seeing your dream body right now, because that is doable, guys. All you have to do is these 3 things, period. Now, and that's just 30 days too. Imagine if you did that for 60 days. Imagine if you did that for 90 days, 120 days. Imagine if you just created a new lifestyle and you just did this all the time and you just looked great. But all I'm saying is that 30 days is going to make that difference. So guys, I made this slide the past hour. I just wanted to get your guys' take on this. Would you agree that it's been times well spent so far? Because I did want to keep this concise. I wanted to get this to the point. I wanted to give you guys shit that you could start using today. I didn't want to waste too much of your time. I know I kind of messed up in the beginning a little bit with messing up the slides. Like I said, I'm going to be trying to change up some of that stuff. But actually, hang on a second, guys. Guys, if you guys are distracting people in this chat, I'm going to ban you from it. I'm just letting you know that. I've already banned a couple people. Okay, I think that's good. Next. But okay, guys, so like I said, I wanted to keep this short, sweet, to the point. There's a lot I could talk about, guys. There's stuff. So I wanted to give you guys dieting information that you could start using today, some equations you could start using. I wanted to give you guys HIIT workouts that you could start, like the type of cardio that you need to be doing to really up the fat burn, the type of training that is really going to make the biggest difference. But there's so much more that I could talk about. I just wanted to keep this short to the point. Like when it comes to nutrition, there's a whole thing about nutrient timing that's really important. That's about what kind of carbs you need to be eating and when, what kind of fats you need to be eating and when, what times are best to eat proteins, how big your meal should be, the kind of calories you should be eating, stuff like that. As far as HIIT workouts, there are better days than others. There's better HIIT workouts than others. As far as training goes, of course, you need to know what exercises are going to be best for your body, but it's so difficult for me to go one by one through all of you and do this. It's just too time consuming. I wanted to give you guys something that will basically give you a good jump off point that you could start using. So I wanted to ask you guys a question, because a lot of you, like I said, I wanted to give you guys information you can start using. So I'm talking to you right now. If you are the type of person to get some information like this, where someone basically teaches you how to do something yourself, and you are one of those do-it-yourselfers, more power to you. This is probably where the presentation is going to be ending for you. But for those of you who just learned all this information and you think it's overwhelming and you wouldn't mind some help, then I have something special that I want to present to you guys. Basically, what I want to do is I want to help you implement all of this and more. And like I was talking about, there's much more that we could talk about. I want to help you do all of this. So what I'm offering right now is a completely customized carb cycle plan, and the total value you can see down there. I'm just telling you the total value of all these. I'm not going to make this super expensive for you guys, so I just want you to hang on a second. What you're going to get is you're basically going to get a completely customized carb cycle plan. I'm going to do the equations for you. We're going to adjust them along the way. We're going to tell you what foods are best to eat, what times they're best to eat, the portion sizes, how to cook even, all of that. Then we're going to give you a customized hypertrophy and HIIT training plan. It's going to tell you exactly what exercises are right for your body that are going to help you bring up certain parts of your body to make you proud of how you look, what exercises, what rep range, how many sets to do, how much rest you should be having, what days to hit what, and what days to do cardio, what kind of cardio is going to be best to burn your most fat. I'm also going to offer a completely personal one-on-one coach to help you along the way. That way, because I know questions pop up, guys. I know that. And I've been doing this for a long time. I've had a lot of clients, and people have questions. And if they don't have somebody to answer their questions for them, it becomes confusing and it becomes frustrating. And what happens is people end up quitting, and I want to avoid that. So you're going to get a one-on-one coach to help you along the way. And then you're also going to get access to our private Facebook group. And this is a Facebook group that is just for people who have taken advantage of this deal, of this offer. And basically, it's a community of people just like you, people who want to get in shape. They want to get started on the right kind of nutrition plan, the right kind of training, get ready for the beach, get ready for the pool, just get in shape, period. And it's a very motivating community of people. But I'm also going to give you guys a few more things. My first one is I'm going to be doing weekly live Q&As with you guys every single week. And this is, I put $300 value. I don't actually offer this anywhere else. This is the only place I offer this. So I don't even know what to price this at because you couldn't pay me any amount of money to do this anywhere else. I just put 300 for the hell of it. Weekly live Q&As with me. You can ask me anything you want. You can ask me anything about your plan, anything about my plan. You can ask me anything about anything. You can ask me shit about my dog if you want. I don't care. Weekly live Q&A every single week. I said this is bonus for only first 30 people. I hoping you guys take advantage of this and sign up because there are limited spots in this. So we want you guys to act fast if you're interested. Bonus number 2. I'm going to give you guys free access to my private membership site. It's called V-Shred University. It's got a ton of content that you can't find anywhere else. It's got stuff on cooking. It's got Q&As with me, not live, but I've filmed them of questions people ask. There's also how-to exercises in there, tips and tricks in the gym, packed with amazing content, updated all the time, and completely free to you. This is for the first 20 people. So this is everything that you're going to get. And like I said, don't worry about the total value down here. I just wanted to show you what it all costs. I'm going to give it to you guys much cheaper. But total value, that's $850, guys. Customized carb cycle plan, $150. That's actually $158 to be honest. Customized training plan, $158 as well. One-on-one coach, $200 is much cheaper than what we actually offer a one-on-one coach for. Access to a private Facebook group, $20. Personally, I think it's worth more. Bonus number 1, weekly live Q&As with me. I don't offer those anywhere else, so $300 is just some random number I threw out there. I could say $2,000 because you couldn't even pay me $2,000 to do a live Q&A anywhere else. Bonus number 2, access to my private membership site. And like I said, $30 value, loaded with content. So $850, guys. So I want to ask you something. If all that this program that I'm offering you guys, if all it did was get you feeling confident in your skin at the pool, when you stepped foot on the beach this summer, and you took your shirt off and you had girls staring at you, guys looking over at you, people wondering people asking you what you did, what you've been eating, asking how you got in shape so fast, would that be worth it? If this made it easy for you to get in shape whenever you wanted, if you decided maybe you took advantage of this and you got in shape in 30 days, and then you fell off the wagon for 3 months after summer ended and you wanted to get back on it, and you knew how because of this, would that be worth it? Then what if this gave you a reason to finally get in shape? I hear about people all the time talking about how they want to get in shape. They want to get in shape for summer. They want to get their beach body. They want to lose that 10 pounds. They want to put on a couple pounds of muscle. They always talk about how they want it. And everybody does want it. But not everybody has a reason. Not everybody has the driving factor that's actually going to make them stick to it. A, because they don't know what they're doing. B, they don't have a reason to actually do it when they do know what they're doing. If this gave you a reason, would that be worth it? So guys, you can see why at $850, this is a good deal. But I'm not going to charge you that because this isn't $850 for all that included. It's normally $300 for the general public. But I'm not even going to charge you guys $300 because you guys have been watching this full webinar. $300 for the general public. Because you guys are still watching this, I'm going to give it to you guys for $200 today only. $200. And if you guys want to sign up for that, there are limited spots. I'm going to load it right now. Go over and basically click offers and then click reserve your spot. Okay? So this is, and like I said, limited time. This is not going to be, there's no replay of this webinar, nothing. But I'm not done. Bonus number 3, guys. Chance to win money. And this is at a $2,500 value. Why? Because the first place winner of this, basically this is my 30-day challenge, guys. The first place winner of my 30-day challenge wins $2,500 cash. Period. You win. If you have the best transformation from day 1 to day 30, if all you do is follow the plan that we provide you and you stick to it, you could win $2,500 in 30 days. And then the second place transformation wins $1,500. And then the third place wins $1,000. So you win cash. And then the fourth and fifth place win a 12-week free custom plan where they can just continue on their custom plan after. So it's a win-win, guys. You literally can win back so much more than you pay to enter this if all you do is stick to it. And forget about the money for a second. Forget about if you can win a couple of $1,000 from this. The money is secondary to the changes that you actually make in your life. The money is there to give you guys a reason to actually stick to it. Because like I said, y'all have tried to get in shape before. For sure have. But why couldn't you stick to it? Oh, because you didn't have anything to make you stick to it. But if I told you that there's a $5,000 grand prize being paid out at the end of this challenge, wouldn't that, and people going against you, wouldn't that give you the little bit of extra motivation to actually build that habit and stick to it? It would for me, at least. But all that, $200 today. You just got to go over to offers, click reserve your spot. And if it still does say reserve your spot and you can still sign up, that means there's spots available. If not, that means it's closed out. So guys, now you have 3 choices. The first option is you can do nothing and you can pass up on this. And if you want to, that's your choice. And you can just keep doing what you've been doing and you can continue looking how you look right now and probably won't get that summer body like you probably haven't done in the past. Or the second option, you can take the tips I just gave you and you can look up how to use all of it. I'm not saying that's not an option. If you want to go look up carb cycling and nutrient timing and proper HIIT workouts and time under tension and an exercise plan for your body and all of that, you can go do that. But I'm going to be honest with you guys right now. It's extremely time consuming and there's no guarantee it'll work because odds are you guys are not a professional in the fitness niche. And that's where we come in hand. Or third, you can make one of the best decisions of your life. And I say that because people in our past contests have literally said this was the best decision they ever made because this affects so many more areas of their life than just their physical looks. And you can make a one-time investment of just $200 and you can get shredded before the summer gets here and have the knowledge and the information to get in shape whenever you want and fast so that you never have to start starving yourself. You never have to start doing traditional cardio ever again. You know what you're doing in the gym. You have a coach helping you along the way. You have the motivation to stick to it. So guys, like I said, go to offers, click reserve your spot, and you're gonna have your spot. So here's everything you're gonna get, guys. And like I said, most of these I've priced out at less than what I think they're actually worth. But let's say they stay at what they are right there. $200 for all of that. Just $200 for that. So that's it. So I also offered you everybody who stayed till the end of this. I made you guys a promise, and this is something that I believe that I hold true to in every single one of our programs, in our contests, in our ebooks, in our membership site, everything. Even these webinars, is I like to under promise and over deliver. And just like in this webinar, just for watching this, guys, I'm giving you my 6-pack shred for free. Just for watching this. That's it. Just for watching this. And that's the exact same thing that happens in our contest. We're gonna blow your guys' minds with how good the customer service is, with how good the plans are, with how good of the results that you get. And that's the same thing for all of our programs. So I'm not holding out on this. Right here is what you guys do, okay? This is going to be what you guys do. So I want you to email support@vinsanity.shred.com. You're going to put the subject as webinar program, and you're going to say, hey, I watched Vince's webinar, and I'm just trying to get my the six-pack shred program. And the code, you're going to put webinar 123 six-pack. And as long as you type that out in the email, our staff will send you the six-pack shred program completely free of charge just for watching this program. So you guys can go ahead and do that. But I also said that at the end of this, I was going to do a short Q&A with you guys, just because I want to ask, or I want to see what you guys have to ask. I want to basically get some questions. If you guys have any questions, I want to get that off your mind. If it's about what I talked about, if it's about the contest, whatever it is, let me know what you guys are wondering. I only have another 10 minutes before this is going to shut off, so let's do this quick. Please don't type your question more than one time. I will see it, and we'll get this going. So what do you guys have to ask? Part of Dayton am I from? I'm from Kettering, actually. I grew up right on the edge of Kettering and Centerville. Okay, these coming in fast now. Shit. Do you have to be in the gym, or can you do the workouts at home? The workouts are completely customized to you. So if you don't have access to a gym, we can write you a plan to do your workouts at home with whatever you do have available. Do we do the carb cycling in the low, moderate to high in that specific consecutive order? The order of the carb cycling, guys, so Monday through Sunday, what you're going to do is you go Monday, low, Tuesday, moderate, Wednesday, high. Then you're going to drop back down to low on Thursday. You're going to do another low on Friday. You're going to do a moderate on Saturday, and then a high on Sunday. So you're going to go low, 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 moderate, high, low, low, moderate, high throughout the week. Can we implement intermittent fasting into this? Yes, you can. Definitely can. And also, we will write intermittent fasting plans if you want to do that in our contest as well. HIIT intervals, how long between sprints for recovery? Ideal heart rate before next sprint, 8 to 16 sets per muscle group per day or per week. What if a training group? Oh, damn. Okay. So HIIT intervals, how long between sprints for recovery? It depends what your interval is. You can go 10 seconds on, 10 seconds off. You can go 20 seconds on, 20 seconds off. You can go 15 seconds on, 15 seconds off. You can go 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. You can go 10 seconds on, 20 seconds off. It's whatever you can handle, really. 8 to 16 sets per muscle group. That is per day. What if training a group 2 times per week? I personally train each muscle group 2 times per week, so that's fine. Just make sure you're waiting at least 3 days to train it again. 45 to 60 second rest between sets or supersets. That's between any sets. So that's sets or supersets. Carb cycling, which days when? So low, yeah, that'd probably be your rest day. High would be, yes, your high intensity interval training or leg day. Moderate lifting, yeah. Philip, do you do HIIT cardio on treadmill? I personally do, just because I think it's easy. I do sprint hits, and that's it. Joseph, what days do you do high and low carb day? I already covered that. It's going to go throughout the week, starting on Monday. Low, moderate, high, low, low, moderate, high. What are some good HIIT workouts? That's much too difficult to talk about. You can do sprints, you can do elliptical, you can do bike, you can do battle rope, you can do burpees, you can do jump lunges, you can do anything that's going to get your heart rate up. Friend, which day are which? Like when would be high and low? Answered that. Tony, can we use battle ropes for HIIT? Yes. Chuck, the best part is you can buy some free weights and do it all at home. That's what I do. You are exactly right. If you guys want to buy a couple pounds, a couple dumbbells or a couple medicine balls, that'll help a lot for the plans that we write. It'll make it a lot easier. HIIT workout, high intensity interval training. Not sure what that question is. When do you carb cycle? You carb cycle whenever you're trying to shred up. That's the only answer I really got for that. Doing 30-day challenge now. Can you go over the activity factor numbers again? Yes. So sedentary lifestyle, you don't work out. You're going to multiply it. Your activity is 1.2. You light activity, which is working out 1 to 3 times a week, that's 1.375. Moderate, which is 3 to 5 times a week, that's 1.55. High activity, that's working out 5 to 7 days a week, that 6 to 7 days a week, that's 1.725. And extremely active, that's working out every day and having a physically demanding job, that's 1.9. Can you download the PowerPoint? No, you cannot. This is just a one-time play. These cannot be recorded. Do you recommend any nutritional program online? Yes, ours. What days do you do low, moderate, high carb day? Answered that. Hi, when you have patellofemoral syndrome. Hit when you have patellofemoral syndrome. I would just do anything that's going to be low impact on your knees. I personally was a volleyball player, so I actually have patellar tendonitis. So I would do just something that's going to be a little easier. You can do battle rope. You can do stuff like burpees. I wouldn't necessarily do sprints because that could be bad on your knees. You can do bike. Bike is usually pretty good on your knees. You can try those. What's the best HIIT exercise you do? I personally do sprints on a treadmill, and it's just easy, and I get it done with. How do you prevent cramps during a workout? Hydration, potassium. Those two right there. What's the activity factor? Do you get ketosis with carb cycling? You do not get ketosis with carb cycling. Ketosis calls for minimum 5 to 10 days of no carbs to get into a state of ketosis. Keto is much different than carb cycling. That's a whole nother subject. But we can write a ketogenic plan if you want to do that in our contest. How to split the day for low, high carb. I already answered that. What are your activity level numbers again? I already answered that. Can I email you later to get the free abs program? Email the email right here, the support at Vinsanity Shred, and they'll do it for you. I didn't see the carb cycling formula. Could I possibly get that again? Sure. I'll leave that up for you guys. There you go. Can you do partial payment? You cannot. I apologize. But you can email support at, and when you have the full payment, you can join then. And I'll hold true to what we offer. Is it best to warm up 10 to 20 minutes in the sauna before a workout? It's not necessarily bad. It's going to dehydrate you a little bit, but it's also going to raise your body's core temperature. So it's not bad. I would recommend just either warming up some low intensity cardio, like a stair climber for 5 minutes, or walking on the treadmill for 5 minutes, something like that, to just get your core temperature up. Do I offer personal training in LA area? No, I do not. I don't personally train anybody. I do have trainers who work under me, but they are all online. Do you customize workouts for injured people? Of course we do. We have you guys answer. So guys, for everything, for custom plans, for contests, stuff like that, we have you guys fill out a questionnaire, a very in-depth questionnaire that gives us all the information that we need to know about you, your food preferences, your height, your weight, your age, your past injuries, what exercises you can't do, what exercises you don't like doing, what exercises you do like doing, what foods you don't like, what foods you do like, everything. That way it's completely customized to your liking, your lifestyle, when you're busiest, when you can work out, how many hours a day you're awake, what time you wake up, stuff like that. So yes, we can customize workouts for injured. Should I increase weight as I decrease reps? You shouldn't technically think about increasing reps just because you're decreasing weight, or increasing weight just because you're decreasing reps. You should think about it as if you can easily, with perfect form, time and attention, if you can get the number of reps that you're going for with the weight that you're using easily, and then you're going to go lower reps, you're just simply trying to use whatever weight that you're going to fail at that number with. So typically, yes, you're going to be increasing weight as you decrease reps, but focus more so on quality reps rather than the number of them. Best fast absorbing carbs to consume pre-workout, AM workout. Probably just like white rice or sweet potato. A carb would be good. So potatoes are good. That'd be good. Yeah, I'd go potatoes. As an endurance athlete, triathlete, do I have to avoid any cardio outside of HIIT? Nope, you do not. No, you're fine. Do you stretch before you work out? No. You should never stretch before you work out. I do active warm-ups. And then you should stretch after. Stretching before could end up injuring you. Can I purchase a customized diet only? Yeah, you can do that from our website. It's vshred.com. There's an option there just for the diet. Is it possible to design a program with all dumbbells, and do they get results? It is definitely possible, and it is definitely going to get results. Having dumbbells is much better than not having anything, and we've had it. Contestants in the past, clients in the past who only have access to dumbbells, and they get results just fine. Hey Vince, bought the 90-day program but don't have access to gym. What do I do? We are actually implementing an at-home program in those as well. So just stay tuned for when you get that email. How long will we have access to you? How long will we have access to the coaches and access to you? What do you mean? Have access to the coaches and access to you? You're going to have weekly live Q&As with me, and then you're going to have access to the coaches for the 30 days. After taking advantage of this offer, will we be required to purchase a separate program to continue utilizing your resources? Not for the 30 days. No, definitely not. That's all. It's a one-time thing for the 30 days, and that's it. Can you quickly give a few examples of good, healthy carbs, proteins, and fats? Good, healthy carbs. I mean, it depends if you're going complex or not. Complex carbs, good ones would be whole grains, oats, sweet potatoes, whole wheat bread, stuff like that. Good proteins would just be lean proteins, chicken, ground turkey, tuna. High fat proteins would be steak or salmon, any kind of fish. Healthy fats would be salmon, steak, oils, nuts, avocados, stuff like that. Hope that helps. How does this diet compare with ketosis? It does not. Carb cycling has nothing to do with ketosis at all. But if you want a ketogenic diet, we can definitely write those as well. Would you say a fat burner is really necessary with this type of exercise to get a six-pack? No. Guys, supplements, I recommend supplements when you have your diet and your training taken care of. If you don't have your diet and training taken care of, supplements aren't going to do anything for you. So keep that in mind. But if you do have your training and your nutrition taken care of and you want a boost, then I would recommend fat burners or supplements. Do you really have to eat protein 2 to 3 hours a day? Because I can't sometimes. Yes, but they don't have to be meals. That's the thing. You can get supplements. You can get protein supplements. You can just drink a shake. You can get a protein bar, stuff like that. They don't have to be full meals. Vince, can customer service do the math for me? No. Can we do battle ropes for the HIIT cardio if we have knee injuries and can't run? Of course. Yep. It's all about heart rate. If you said that you should do 8 to 16 reps, but in the clean bulk program, it goes up to 20 reps, should I go that high? Yes. Definitely. HIIT workouts, more effective first thing in the day. They're not more effective any time, really. I mean, they're going to help you. They'll help you give your metabolism a little bit of a boost, but they're not going to be more effective nighttime versus daytime. I have a big belly in my arms and everything else is skinny. Will carb cycling help? Carb cycling will help those of you who are skinny fat. You got a big belly and everything else is skinny. That's what we call skinny fat. Carb cycling is going to be one of the best things that you guys ever did because it's going to get rid of your belly and it's going to help you put on muscle everywhere else. I haven't exercised in years. Do I need to get to a certain level before starting? No, you do not. Carb cycling would be an amazing place to start because you're just going to start getting amazing results. I'm a hard gainer. I go to the gym 4 days a week. I'm trying to put on muscle, weight, any workout advice. What do you mean any workout advice? I just gave you 3 tips. Use those 3 tips and you'll put on muscle. I was a hard gainer growing up as well. How many days do you do abs? I do abs 3 days a week usually, but I don't even need to do abs 3 days a week because my diet is so good. Guys, if your diet's on point and your body fat's low, you don't have to do abs as much as you think. How do you know our carb cycle plan based on our body type, or do you just base it off height and weight? You base it off height, weight, and age, and how often you work out, and that differs for everybody. How often do you train abs? Answered that. What supplements do you recommend? What type of protein do you suggest to have post-workout? I actually have a free supplement guide that you can download on our site, vshred.com. You can just go there. There's a free supplement guide. Click download, and it's completely free, and it tells you all the supplements that I recommend. Thoughts about kettlebells? There are great kettlebell exercises. Cheat days? Yep, I have a cheat day once a week. I recommend it being only a cheat meal rather than a cheat day. Best pre-workout? Again, I have a free supplement guide. Can we download the PowerPoint? No? Thanks, Vince. Appreciate the info. Of course, dude. Glad you stuck around to the end. Can customer service help me on doing the math? No, that is not their job. What should we do when moderate carb? Guys, those of you who are asking about customer service helping you do the math, we're not just going to do the math for free for you guys. this is a business, and we have a lot of clients, and we have a lot of time. We have a very minimum amount of time that we can just do stuff for free for you guys. And I hope you can understand that. I'm not trying to be mean, but the customer service cannot just do the math for you. It wouldn't be fair to people who are paying for that. What should we do on moderate carb day? I already showed. What do you mean? What should you do on moderate carb day? I showed you exactly what to do on moderate carb day. What do we do? What do we say to get the six pack again? Oh, sorry. It's right here. So just email this right here. Subject, webinar program, code, webinar 1236 pack. Yep. Signed up last webinar. Coach will be contacting you before May 1st for sure. What do you do with TDE if you want to lose or gain weight or muscle? You either go 20% increase or 20% decrease, depending on if you want to lose weight or gain weight. Customizing workouts to a work schedule of working 6 days a week, 12 to 14 hours a day, something you can help with? Of course. As long as you have the dedication to go to the gym and to prep your meals, we can help you definitely achieve that no matter how busy you are. Opinion on fruit. Fruit is pure carbs and a lot of sugars. I don't recommend it to anybody who wants to lean down. How do we find how many carbs we take and fat and protein? Angel, how do we find out how many carbs we take in and fats and proteins? That cannot be a real question. I just spent a whole video explaining that. Will your program work with people who have disabilities? Yes, any disabilities you have. We have a full staff on hand. We have people who are overqualified for this kind of stuff, and it doesn't matter what you are dealing with. Whatever your disability is, we can work around it. What days a week do you recommend doing HIIT cardio? Just every other day. Do you have to prepare the meals yourself, or is there easy way to get the meals? There is an easy way to get the meals. Personally, I use this company called Lean Meals. And those of you who are in the contest, we will give you a discount link to order the meal prep straight to your first door, where it's basically cooked for you. It's a little more expensive. It's about $10 to $12 per meal, but it's super easy. And so if budget's not an issue, that's personally what I do. Just signed up. How long for emails? I will actually text one of my teammates or one of my employees right now and see if the emails are all good. But if you guys don't receive any email today, you should in the next couple of days, and you definitely will before the contest starts. Do not worry. We are definitely we're getting all of you guys' information, and we're just basically setting stuff up so that we can get this knocked out. There's no delays or anything like that. So at minimum, 5 days before the contest, you will be receiving your questionnaire, and you will need to submit before pictures. That's 5 days before. Will you be offering this program in later time? Yes, but I don't know when exactly. Which days do you do the HIIT training? Did that. Hi, Vince. Thoughts on using kettlebells? Answered that. Looking to sign up some programs. Was wondering if we do a program, do we get a discount on the clothing line? I've never thought about that. I'm sure I can figure something out. Yeah, I can figure something out. If you start with a workout, then get more or different equipment, can another plan be written? Of course, we adjust everything along the way. So if you're either hitting a plateau or you're not getting the same results as you were in the beginning, or you're not getting any results, we change the plans, the meal plan, the training plan when you want it changed. That way we get the best results possible. So if you get some equipment along the way, we can change it so that we can start using that equipment. How long should you carb cycle for? I recommend carb cycling on 12 weeks, off 12 weeks. TDEE is what spelled out. It stands for Total Daily Energy Expenditure. How do you correct nutrition deficiency damage from overtraining? Correct nutrition deficiency from you don't overtrain. You can't correct overtraining. You just have to stop doing it, basically. Because there's only so much protein you can eat every day. There's only so many calories that your body's going to absorb. You basically just have to stop overtraining. What to do if I already bought the six-pack program? Can I get the Big Arms program instead of a refund for the six-pack program? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Guadalupe, I've done the program twice. It's awesome. Trainers are very helpful. May I instead sign up for university? Yep, you can do that. Sure. I'm glad you liked it, dude. Could you please repeat the carbs, proteins, fat percentages for low, moderate, and high carb days? I'll just put the slide back up for you right there. How does your workout program differ from programs like Body Beast P90X? We're not going to keep you in the gym for an hour and a half. P90X is shit because it keeps you in the gym for an hour and a half. And it's like pure cardio, and it's not for putting on any kind of real muscle. And I don't even know what kind of diet information they have in there, but I guarantee it's not as customized as ours. And I know their program isn't customized at all. It's just one size fits all, which is not a good way to go about anything. You guys need something that's for your body, and that's the whole point of our customization and our trainer helping you along the way is that he customizes it for you. So that's how we differ from them. How I just signed up. Do I have to wait until May 1st to get all the access and info? No, I'm actually reaching out right now to see if emails are going out. I'm texting right now. We need emails going out to people who sign up ASAP. So you guys should be getting emails soon. Just checked up on it. What do we do with the TDE if we went to lose or gain weight? Answered that. Who do I contact once I have full payment? Support at Vinsanity Shred. It's just that same email. With carb cycling, can I not go at a caloric deficit and still get shredded? Yes. I personally don't ever go into a caloric deficit. I actually stay either at maintenance or I am still in a surplus. But if I carb cycle, I still get shredded up. So yes, that is definitely the case. What does the acronyms BMR and TDE mean again? BMR stands for basal, BASAL, basal metabolic rate. And TDEE stands for total daily energy expenditure. Hit with swimming possible? Yep, you just have to swim all out and then rest. Swim all out and then rest. What kind of supplements do you recommend? Again, guys, vshred.com. There's a free supplement guide. You can check that out. TDE times 0.8 equals weight loss. TDE times 1.2 gain weight. Yep, you are right, Oliver. What's the code for the app program again? One sec. Right there. How do you feel about swimming for HIIT training? I think it's a great one. It's a good food for quality fats. Avocados, nuts, oils, salmon, steak, stuff like that. Will you ever do this again in the future? I will. Yes. Best $300 I've ever spent. Vince, can't thank you enough. Just wondering if I'm able to be a part of the contest. Loving the results. Think I got a good shot. We'll be finishing in the next 4 to 5 weeks. Hey, Chuck. First off, thank you for trusting in us. I'm really glad that you were able to be satisfied with everything that we're doing, because really all the credit goes to you for actually doing it. But I'm glad you're loving the results. But if you're finishing in the next 4 to 6 weeks, we're running, well, I think, email support at VinsanityShred.com and just ask when the next contest will be after that, because I'm not exactly sure offhand, but we will be running other contests for sure. Is this program dangerous for a type 1 diabetic? It is not. The whole point of these contests, guys, is that it's not dangerous for anybody because it's completely customized. It doesn't matter if you have a disability. It doesn't matter if you have an injury. It doesn't matter if you're allergic to foods. It doesn't matter if you're diabetic. It's customized. We have trainers working on staff. We have people who are customizing everything to fit your specific needs. So don't worry. Your customized carb cycle plan doesn't just measure by height and weight, because everyone's body is different. Body type is different. So originally it measures by gender, age, body, or weight and height. But after that is adjustments. And we basically see how your specific body responds to, and we go off of pictures. We can usually tell what your body type is based off of your pictures, but we also see how your body responds to what it's doing. And then we adjust along the way. And that's possibly one of the most important parts. Thoughts on using kettlebells? I like them for kettlebell exercises. Do you work out every single day? No, I work out 6 days a week. What to do if I've already bought the 6-pack program? ask for the big arms. Yeah, that's fine. Would a good craft beer be good for a carb source? No, it would not. If I pay for the program now, can I institute it at a later time? No, you'll be signed up for our next contest. If you want to sign up for a later one, just tell that to the support at Vinsanity Shred, and they'll get you hooked up. Opinions about pre-workout drink. I have a free supplement guide, vshred.com. Who do I contact once I have full payment? And how will I be able to get this price as well? Support at Vinsanity Shred. Just let them know you were in the webinar. Once you purchase, you'll have access to it forever. Oh, if you're talking about our programs, yes, you'll have access to our programs forever. If you're talking about this contest, the contest is the specific 30 days only. Should we do HIIT training before or after working out? Always after, because during your workout, you deplete your body of carbs. That way, when you're doing cardio, you're using primarily fat. What's time and attention? Can you explain again? Time and attention, to explain again, guys. Flex your arm, flex your bicep like you're flexing for somebody standing in front of you, out to the side. Flex your bicep. Keep your bicep flexed. Flex it as hard as you can. Straighten your arm while flexing your bicep. Keep it flexed while it's straight, and then bring it back up to the top while keeping it flexed. That is time under tension. Still haven't received the confirmation email from purchasing the plan. How long does that usually take? Chris, it's going to take, I don't know exact time, but it should only be a few minutes. Maybe check your spam folder if you haven't gotten it yet. It's worth the program to get the diet plan. They give grocery lists with it as well. We sure do. I'm glad you said that, Chris. We actually give a grocery list with everything on your guys' plan. That way you can go to the grocery and just check it off as you go through the aisles. Activity factors again, please. I know you've already said it twice. Come on, guys. Sedentary, not working out, 1.2. Working out 1 to 3 times a week, 1.375. Working out 3 to 5 times a week, 1.55. Working out 5 or 6 to 7 days a week, 1.725. Working out every day, high activity job, 1.9. Heading out. Thank you, Vince, for the super valuable information. It was my pleasure, Juan. Glad to have you, man. Got to go. See you guys. Can you do low? Can you go over low and high carb days based on workout versus non-workout days? Low carb days, just keep. If you're gonna have a rest day, keep it on low carb days. High carb days are typically going to be the days that you're going to be doing something harder, like legs or HIIT workouts, stuff like that. You basically want to use the days that you're getting carbs for the harder days and just adjust it based off of that. Thomas, glad I got you. Glad I got you excited about it. Ready to help you get ready for the pool. So shout out to Dubai. All right, good snacks throughout the day. It's hard to answer because I got to know what your macros are. I got to know what your meal plan is, what foods you like, stuff like that. Personally, I like Power One bars. I like honey roasted almonds. I like, I don't really snack that much. I just kind of have my meals. When you're eating every 2 to 3 hours, you don't really need snacks. Hard gainer effects of the occasional beer. As long as it's not all the time, it's fine. If you're doing it once, twice a week, that's fine, especially being a hard gainer. Just don't make it a habit. All right, guys. I did the Q&A for about 30 minutes. I was only going to do it for 10 minutes, so that's all the questions I can do. Again, I'm really glad that I was able to have you guys stay with me throughout this whole thing. I hope you guys got some information that you can start using today. Again, for those of you who are do-it-yourselfers, I look forward to hearing more about everything that you've accomplished by implementing everything I just talked about. And if you guys are even remotely interested in signing up for the contest, I highly recommend doing it because I guarantee it is one of the best decisions you've ever made in your entire life. And you make way more of a transformation than just a physical transformation because it's going to be mental. It's going to be confidence. It's going to be so much more than just looking in the mirror and seeing a body that you're really proud of. So guys, $200 for, like I said, all of this. You're going to get the carb cycle plan, the workout plan, a one-on-one coach, private Facebook group, weekly live Q&As with me, private membership site, and a chance to win $2,500, all for just $200. Again, go over to offers and click the button, reserve your spot, and hopefully I'll be seeing you guys in the contest when it starts. And if you guys do sign up, just watch your email inbox. If you guys aren't getting anything in your email inbox, check your spam folder, and maybe it'll be in your spam folder, but it should be sending an email. And if it does send to your spam folder, just make sure you're following the whitelist instructions. That way it goes to your regular inbox. All right, guys, I appreciate everything. I'm glad you guys stuck with me, and I'll be seeing you guys soon. Peace.